guys, today I'm doing another Gossip Girl lookalike kind of tutorial. This is a Blair Waldorf inspired look. I will have the pictures that inspired this look up on my Facebook page, which is linked in the description box below, so check that out. I can't show them for copyright reasons, but I was looking at them during this whole tutorial so you guys can kind of obviously I'm going to say it later when you guys see me actually putting the makeup on. This is a very no makeup tutorial, so if you were looking for one of her like going out looks, this is not that look. But if you want one of those, please just write it in the comments below and I will definitely do one of those because I love her going out makeup too. This is just her very neutral, like everyday kind of makeup. Sometimes she'll do more of a pink lip or a red lip, but this is just a very neutral kind of everyday like high school look when they're going to Constance, not like the college or marriage look or anything. But this is it with the headband. Obviously my hair does not look good in the headband, so I never wear them. I'm actually borrowing this from my sister just for this video. And after this video I'll probably put more mascara on and a little bit more makeup because this is kind of less than I would wear every day. This is maybe something I would do if I was like running out to the store or something in the morning. But this is it. This is a completed look. Just a very nice blush, very subtle, a very small, very subtle contour. It didn't show up so much on me because I'm a little bit more tan than she is, and obviously she has perfectly flawless skin, but this is it. It's just a very no sparkle eye, very matte, just a very light brown and a very a slightly darker brown in the outer V. And just mascara on the top. You can always use clear mascara or a brown instead of the black that I'm using because I don't even have a brown, but you definitely don't want to use a volumizing or clumping mascara for this look because that just completely changes everything. That's more for like the Serena look, which I do have. It's one of my last videos, either the last one or one before the last one, I think. But you can check that out on my channel. So I do any going out looks, or if you want to send me a look from a specific episode that you really liked, I'll be happy to do that. I'll look that up and research it and everything and do those makeup looks too. But this is the finished Blair Waldorf look, and if you guys like this look and you want to see how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. Okay guys, so I already applied my Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream in the color medium all over my face with a Real Techniques buffing brush. And then I applied Maybelline Superstay 24-hour concealer in the color cream, just over my blemishes, and that's all I did, just over any blemishes or acne scars or anything. I didn't do under eyes or anything. But so after you do your normal foundation or concealer, BB cream, tinted moisturizer, whatever you use, or none if you have great skin, then we're just going to get into it. So after this, I'm just going offhand. I did not plan this or anything. I know this is a really simple look. So guys, I have two pictures of Blake Lively right here, where she's not wearing too much makeup. I can't show you for copyright, but I'll put them on my Facebook page and that'll be linked in the down bar so you can see that there. This is just a very neutral, like no makeup look pretty much. It's very matte, no sparkle, no shimmer, nothing like that. So it's just kind of clear skin, very fresh, dewy, everyday, very wearable for school, work, anything. So it's just really simple. Obviously I just did concealer, BB cream. I really can't tell if she's wearing too much because her eyes are open, but I'm going to go into the eyes. She never wears bottom mascara, and even if she wears on the top, it's probably like a light brown. I don't have a light brown, so I'm just going to use a very small amount of, like, a very little amount of mascara on the top. So let's just get into it. I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Eyelid Primer because I'm running out of my Urban Decay one, which I really need to get soon. So I'm just going to pop that on my lids. Also, that Superstay 24-hour Maybelline concealer is amazing. A lot of my concealers make me really flaky around like my blemish, which makes it worse. So like there's really no point in using the concealer if you're going to make it like more noticeable. But that one's great. It's really moisturizing. I really am liking that one. But so after eyelid primer, I'm just using that because I get really bad creasing. If you don't, then I wouldn't bother. But just for the eyelid makeup, for like eyeshadow and stuff, I'm not gonna do too much. Everything's gonna be matte. I'm just gonna use my Naked palette. I'm just gonna use the two matte colors. She doesn't have like any kind of highlight or anything, not too much definition. I'm just gonna use my Eco Tools eyeshadow brush with the color Naked, which is that color right there, the matte light brown. Or not that color, whoops, this one. That one right there. And I'm just going to pat that all over the lid, just to kind of like neutralize any color. It's like a very like skin toned color. Obviously if you're tanner or paler, you might want to do something a little bit more closer to your skin tone. This one's like practically my skin tone, so that's why it works so well for me. But this is totally like a no makeup look, like if you don't want to try too hard one day, or you really don't want to have any kind of shimmer, just something to make you look awake or alive, this would be really good. But yeah, so just a very nude eyelid color, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of Buck into the crease, because in this picture that I'm looking at, she has a little bit of like a darker color right down by the lash line on the outer side, that kind of like in this V shape. Hers is a little bit darker, but she has brown eyes, so I think that it looks kind of better on her, but it's like a little bit darker of a matte brown than the Buck color, which is this one right here. I'm sure if you have the Naked 2, I think they have a darker brown, so that might work. But I don't have the Naked 2, but hopefully I'm getting it soon. I'm just going to work that with the crease brush kind of in this V shape. It's not too defined, there's no harsh lines, it's just kind of like a shading from dark to light. She is very fair skinned, like she's very pale, so it'll obviously look different on everyone, but if you like the way that she does her makeup, I'd say that this is pretty close to it. It's only going to look exactly the same on her if you have like brown eyes, pale skin, round face, round eyes, everything like that. So I'm just going to work that into the V. So I don't know if you guys can really see, there's like no definition at all, it's just very nude. So now that we're done with the eyeshadow, I know that was quick, we're done with that. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes, not a lot, not like a major mascara kind of look. I'm just going to use my e.l.f. eyelash curler, because for some reason this one doesn't curl my eyelashes as well as my Revlon one. I think this little cushiony thing in here is like not as soft or something, I don't know. I'm going to curl my top lashes just real quick, just so they're not like completely straight. But if you have like naturally curled eyelashes, then don't even like worry about this step. Now you could just leave it like this if you have dark eyelashes, like she probably does, but I really like not that dark eyelashes. And she probably uses like a clear mascara or really light brown, definitely isn't black. She has absolutely nothing underneath her eye at all. I mean, she might do kind of like a nude eyeliner in the waterline, but I wouldn't really notice that because like these pictures aren't that good, that like clear. But I'm just going to use my One by One Maybelline mascara. It's all rubbed off. But the thing I like about this is like that it really separates your lashes. I mean, and it doesn't make them, sorry my dad was yelling at the TV, but it doesn't make them like clumpy or volumized, it just kind of separates them, which is perfect. I would recommend using like a brown, not a black, but I don't even have a brown, so I'm not putting a lot of this on, maybe like one coat, just so you can see your lashes and it'll hold the curl a little bit better. If you have a clear, that would be good too. But you definitely just don't want it on the bottom lashes, because that'll really just completely change the look. She definitely doesn't wear any on the bottom. Just so you can kind of see your top lashes, her eyes are a little, I'm like more round than mine, and her bottom lid, I guess, is kind of more sucked in, I guess. Her eyes definitely are more round and like sticking out than mine, a lot like Mila Kunis. Like she has like an under eyelid, mine kind of just goes right into like the under eye area. But I don't know if you guys can see that my eyelashes, like, I don't know if you can even see the top ones, but this is just a very, very natural look. Kind of like a look like if you didn't want your boyfriend or a guy to think that you were wearing any makeup, but you wanted to wear enough that like you could just cover up your imperfections and throw on some mascara to look awake. Like that's this kind of look. And now for the cheeks, she has a very, very nude cheek. You can see that she has a little bit of like a color going on, but not much. So I'm just going to use my Dream Bouncy Blush in Rose Petal, which is just a very like light, subtle color. It doesn't really last all this long, so if you have a color that looks like this that's powdered, that might be a little bit better. But I'm just going to use the Real Techniques contouring brush for that. I'm just going to kind of get some on the brush until I can see it. I don't know if you guys can even see it. And then just kind of smile, and she just kind of has it on the apples and brings it down actually a little bit. It's not like so high up. It's kind of just right all around in there. I don't know if you guys can even notice the blush. It's not very like, it's just a very slight like hint of color. And then what I'm gonna do for contouring, because she definitely doesn't have any bronzer on. It's very matte, very light, and it kind of just goes right around here. It doesn't make that whole three, doesn't go into the jawline. She's not trying to get a glow, just a nice contour, because she has very like round cheeks. So what I'm gonna do is just take my Bonne, I'm not sure. Powder bronze. It's a matte brown. It's pretty dark, especially even for me. I mean, it's pretty dark shade for me. But I'm just gonna take my MAC 168, the angled contour brush. This is a travel size one, but it's the same, like on the top and the number and everything. So I'm just gonna contour a tiny little bit. I don't want to get a lot of this, so I'm just gonna kind of pat it in and blow off the excess, so there's really nothing hardly on there. Like you could just see, it's a very, very light tint. I'm just going to take that into my contour, you know, on the undersides of your cheekbones, and just really blend that in really well, because there's no harsh line, it's just a little hint of color. And then just take that around the eye, just kind of up into the temples and around, just kind of blend that into like a C. But you really want to blend it really well. This is the only powder I'm using for this look. Because she just looks so fresh, like she's not wearing any makeup, but she's just so gorgeous. The only makeup you can really see in this picture on her is the blush and like a tiny bit of contour up in her temples. She might have a little bit of it going down just to blend it out, but I'm not going to use this tiny brush for that. I'm going to use my blush brush from Real Techniques. And just kind of bring it down the jawline just to, you know, blend my neck and my face together, because your neck obviously never gets as tan as your face does. So I'm just going to kind of like lightly dust that everywhere so I don't look like I have a pale neck and chest and then like a tanned face. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys can even see. I mean, I do look like I have more makeup on than I started out with. And now all we have left is the lips. She is not wearing a bright lip or anything like that. I do have this lipstick from e.l.f. in the color Nicely Nude. She has like a pink lip, but it's kind of nude too, like you wouldn't know, like you could think that's her natural color. But it looks kind of like this color. Nicely Nude from e.l.f. I'm not going to keep this on because this kind of does make my lips break out, but it's like the right color, so I'm just going to put that on. It's a very nice nude pink. It's pretty moisturizing too. It's really not that drying like a lot of lipsticks are, but it's a very nice pink. And that's not all. She has like a little bit of a gloss or some kind of a balm over that. So what I'm going to do is use any gloss that you use. Like this kind of gloss would be too glossy because her lips don't look glossy, just to kind of have a nice sheen on them. So if you have like a doe foot applicating kind of gloss, maybe one that is clear would be good too. But I'm just going to use my lip butter by Revlon in the color Creme Brulee, because hers has like a little bit of a sheen just kind of in the middle of it, and this is a very, very nude color. You guys can see that? It's very nude. I'm just going to kind of blot that on. You can make this a little bit more pink or anything. The only place she really has a lot of color on her face ever in the show is on her lips. That's really the only place she ever eyes color. She just has a very nude eye, hardly any mascara, a little bit of blush and a little bit of a contour, and that's all. She never wears earrings either on the show, so that's why I'm not wearing it right now. Obviously she would never do her hair in this disgusting bun, but I'm gonna take my hair down and just throw in a headband because that's the Blair Waldorf look, and I'll be right back to show you guys what that looks like. Okay guys, so this is the finished Blair Waldorf look. No earrings, of course, a headband. Mine doesn't have a bow on it because I really don't have any headbands with bows on them. Just she usually has her hair a little bit wavy. Obviously mine's a little bit more curly and frizzy and big than hers. Mine's a little bit more like Serena-like. But this is she kind of has like the straightness but like without perfect straight hair, I guess. In the end of the season 5, she was wearing a lot more makeup than this, but this is kind of the look from high school, I'd say. Hardly any makeup, but just so gorgeous and healthy looking. She has less of a tan than me, so it'll look obviously different on someone who has more fair skin, but this is it. She kind of always puts her headband like back here. She never like puts it in the front, like pushes the hair up or anything. She kind of leaves some pieces down in the front. And has a very nice headband that kind of like brings the whole look together also because they have to wear uniforms, so you want to kind of dress that up. Obviously that she would not ever wear like this weird like off the shoulder top, but I really don't have any like preppy kind of Blair Waldorf clothes. That's really not my style, but I always love her makeup. It looks very fresh and just natural. Like you can hardly tell you're wearing makeup, but you're just covering your imperfections. But yeah, so this is the completed look. I'm going to turn the other light on just to see if you guys can catch that a little bit better. This is the completed look with the headband and the makeup and everything. I really hope that you guys like it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.